my name is Corey Corbodian, and for the last couple of years I've actually been on a mission on trying to figure out what the difference is between success and failure, between a life of fulfillment and love and happiness, and one full of disappointment and regret. And what I found is that it comes down to how well we control our emotions. You know, what would you try if you weren't afraid to fail? What if you didn't feel fear, that emotion? Instead, you replaced it with absolute confidence. How would that make you feel? Emotions are the juice of life. And every day we experience different kinds of emotions. Some are empowering, we get confident, we feel strong, we feel love. And others are disempowering, you know, we just kind of get through life, we're sad, miserable, maybe angry, maybe just stressed. It's amazing how these emotions shape our experience of life. How many people know somebody who just always seems to have the biggest problem in the world? They're, waiting 30 minutes in their line for coffee, and they finally get it, and it's too cold. And they're pissed. It ruins their entire morning, ruins their entire day. And then they get home, and they talk to their significant other, and they're ignoring them. And they're like, what is going on? This person doesn't even love me. They start an argument, and then they feel like they're going to they blow away out of proportion, and they're like, this person doesn't love me, I'm going to die alone. How many of you have ever talked to somebody like this? And then somebody who's, well, the complete opposite. They wait in line at Starbucks, they're like, oh, these guys are just doing the best job, they're trying to give me a good cup of coffee. It's too cold, I'll put ice in it. I'll use it for the afternoon, it'll be fine. They get in an argument with their spouse, and they say, you know what, that was so stupid. What's important is that I really love you. These emotions shape our experience. And that emotional experience, oftentimes, we don't understand if we're going through a disempowering or empowering emotional experience. And we get to choose. I had to learn this lesson the hard way. I did all the right things, right? I got good grades, I got into college, I went to dental school, I became an orthodontist. Well, after 10 years of education and $850,000 in student loan debt, I was actually miserable. I didn't even like my career. In fact, I hated it. I'd been depressed for 7 years, and I used to lean on the strength of my family because we were really tight in, but even that fell apart. And to top it all off, I released all this stress by going to the gym, right? And even that got taken away from me when I needed it most. I found out I had skin cancer. Didn't hit me until they took a chunk out of my chest. They said had I waited 6 months, I would have lost half my chest. But that's my story. And we all have a story. That story is very true and very real. In fact, the pain that I felt from that was very real. But it's how I looked at it. And I've since shifted that. I'm now very grateful for that pain. Because it brought me to a place of desperation. A place where I could actually change. I was shocked that out of the hundreds of people that I talked to who were successful in life, they never told me this. And I realized it's because they never knew. I thought success meant making money, so that's who I talked to. But really, what they didn't know was this, the power of emotional fitness. What do I mean by emotional fitness? I mean the ability to control our emotions instead of letting them control us. With emotional fitness, you control whether you feel a disempowering emotion like stress or anger, or an empowering one like confidence and love and happiness. In fact, if you were emotionally fit right now, you could lose everything in life. Your job, your house, your friends, even God forbid your family. If you were emotionally fit, you would not only survive, you would succeed. And in fact, by becoming emotionally fit, that's how I turned my whole life around. My parents are here today, and I love them very much. I was able to double my income. Thank you. I was able to double my income in 6 months. I bought my dream beach house. I met a beautiful woman who's the woman of my dreams. I love you, babe. And that's great. That's because I practice this emotional fitness. And I'm not saying if you become emotionally fit, you're not going to experience pain. We all experience pain in life. I still get stressed out from time to time. But by practicing emotional fitness, you can choose whether you have to experience that pain and suffer. You can choose the emotion you feel. Now, It's funny because I thought I was emotionally fit. I thought I had control over my emotions, and then I got into a relationship. Hey, don't kill me. Okay. And it was amazing how, I fell in love with her. I really did. And the more I loved her, the more I wanted to make her happy. But all of a sudden, I found myself getting really upset about the stupidest things in life. Right? We're trying to figure out what to eat for dinner. And about 20 minutes later, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I've worked all day, we're both agitated, and I go, fine, you know what, you just eat whatever you want, I'm just gonna go make some soup. What happened? Well, I found my emotional fitness wasn't as strong as I thought it was when I had another person in the relationship. And so we have to train our emotional fitness. We have to strengthen these muscles a lot like we go to the gym and lift weights, right? We have to train these muscles just the same. How do we train these muscles? Well, in order to train these muscles, we have to understand the emotional experience. I divide the world into two parts, the external world and the internal world. The external world is all the events, environment, and people. Everything outside of our control. And that filters into the internal world, which is everything inside our control. Up here, what we think, how we feel, and what we do. The internal world is basically divided into three parts. The three parts are separated by what happens in the external world and how it filters through your brain. What we focus on. Are you focusing on your coworker was rude, or maybe they're just having a bad day? Are you focusing on the fact that your significant other ignores you, or maybe they're just preoccupied with work? And then you attach a meaning to that, and that meaning can be positive or negative. It can be disempowering or empowering. It can stress you out, or it can make you happy. And then we react. You know some people, when they ever get angry, their face gets really angry, right? It shows up in a physical state. The interesting thing about this is that how we act can actually change what we focus on. How many people would like to feel more confident, more resourceful, stronger? Who's in for that? All right, that's what I'm talking about. There's a very interesting study done by Harvard psychologist Amy Cuddy. And she talks about power posing. The idea of power posing is like Superman or Wonder Woman. So you stand up there, strong, chest out, confident, right? Very open, a very strong stance. And just 2 minutes a day of doing this will actually increase your testosterone 20%, decrease your stress hormone 25%, basically giving you increased levels of confidence, increased ability to handle stress, and what was very interesting, about a third of the participants were more likely to focus on rewards as opposed to a loss. So how does the way you hold yourself affect what you focus on? Do you walk around very confident, looking for that reward in life? Or do you kind of shy away from it? And, you're not really sure, you're afraid of what you might lose, and so you don't ever really risk anything. Our physiology, our physical state can actually affect what we focus on and what things mean to us. So really, while this diagram shows one direction, it's actually a two-way street. Any one of those things can affect the others. Now sometimes you might be saying, but Corey, when I get so upset, I just react. And if this is a two-way street, you're really asking is, what map is this two-way street on? And that map is your beliefs. Your beliefs are made up of your life experiences. What's your belief about life? Some people believe life is a struggle, or a battle. So every day they wake up and they get ready for war. And they go find and they focus on that battle. What am I going to have to fight today? I'm always going to have to do it. Right? You wake up on Monday, it's Monday. And other people think life's a game. And for some people, a game's fun. They're just like, I love life. It's so much fun. Look at life. This is amazing. For other people, life is a game and it's about winning. I got to win that game of life. What we believe shapes us. And our beliefs actually can be changed and do change. The key is picking empowering beliefs. We all know who Elon Musk is. We're talking about Tesla. Did you know that in 2008, he almost lost all of his companies? He had to raise $40 million, and in the final hours, he was able to do it. You know why? Because his belief was, do or die, but never give up. And now he's worth $12 billion. The beliefs that you have can shape us. So what we need to do is train our emotional fitness. How do you train that? Well, every time you enter a disempowering state, like stress, right? We all experience stress. Stress is part of life. Or is it? Are you choosing to act that way? So what we do is we train ourselves by asking certain questions. The first question is, what do you focus on? And if you shifted that focus, how might you feel? You know, do you focus on the rain or the rainbow? Do you focus on the beauty of the rose or the smell of the dirt that it grows out of? The second question is you have to ask, what does this mean? And I know what you think it means, right? It means they lied to me. It means they betrayed me. It means they don't love me. I mean, it means that I'm not going to find anybody in my life. It means that my business is ruined. I know, that's what it means at first. But if you had to ask yourself one more question, ask, what else could it mean? What else could it mean? Could it be maybe that someone made a mistake? Could it be maybe that they regret that mistake? And the third thing is, what kind of action did I take? And what I mean by that is, did you react? Or did you consciously choose to take action with purpose? When you ask yourself these three questions, what do you think life would be like? Do you think you'd feel better about life? Do you think you'd rush into that state of anger or frustration or sadness? Or maybe life would be a little bit different. You might feel a little bit more successful, maybe a little bit more happy. And, you know, I believe that this is really how I changed my entire life. And a lot of people know this, but nobody does it. Knowing's not enough. Knowledge alone is not power. Action is power. You have to take real action to get real results. How many people here know how to lose weight and still don't do it? I believe that success stories are great. You know, I changed my entire life using this, and that's great, but I believe that we also learn from our greatest failures. There's a community up north, Palo Alto, California. They're near Silicon Valley, all right? And the community is rich, it's got top-tier education, they've got the family, the background, everything you would need for the building blocks of success. And yet, in the midst of all these opportunities, in 2009, a teenager stepped onto railroad tracks and waited for a Caltrain until it hit him and killed him. That year, 6 teenagers from this community committed suicide. What would these kids have to focus on repeatedly for them to attach a meaning to life that says it's not worth living, and then they take an irreversible action to end their life? And you know, obviously everybody was freaking out, like, what's going on? Like, how can this happen? How is this possible? Their suicide rate was 5 times the national average. And what they found was that what kept coming up was that stress in the environment was causing this. The pressure to succeed was too much for these kids. They started support groups. They raised awareness between parents and kids. They even eliminated the 0-period option to reduce stress. Sadly, despite all these efforts, in 2014, over the span of 9 months, 4 more kids committed suicide. Another one, a graduate of the high school, one of the high schools there, committed suicide earlier this year. So much so that the CDC is actually doing an investigation and to find out what's going on. The pressure to succeed should not be the reason we fail. This is why emotional fitness is so important. What we focus on, the meaning we attach to that, and the actions we take. I'm here to tell you that you can take back control of your life. You don't have to feel, you don't have to be a victim to your emotions. You can choose what you feel when you feel it by asking these 3 questions. Who here would like to take some action? Oh, yes. Who here would like to become emotionally fit, be able to handle anything in life? I like that. Would you commit to asking yourself these 3 questions every time you enter a disempowering state? Say yes. Yes. I'm going to invite you guys just to join a 10-day challenge to challenge your emotional fitness, to step your game up, to step your life up to the next level. If you guys are looking for a competitive advantage in life, emotional fitness is it. Instead of having fear in life control you, you can walk around with ultimate confidence. You control how you feel every single moment of the day. Guys, that's all my time. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.